according to the. All right. All right. Next. So, yesterday, guys, we were creating something big. Do you remember what was it? We were creating together something big. So, what was it? Bank transaction system. All right. What kind of functions does our bank transaction system provide? What can we do with our program when you run? What we have done so far? What we have completed? What we have completed, team, so far? Do you remember? So far, if I will run this program, we've completed until this point. Let's say I run this program. What's next? What's gonna happen? Once it will ask for our balance. Okay. Next, let's say I entered 500.
Please choose a transaction.
All right. So once I enter 500, will it display me please choose a transaction, or will it display me first withdraw and deposit?
So withdraw and deposit.
And then
Choose your
yeah.
transaction.
Let me try. Let me try this. Enter your balance. My balance is 500. All right, let's choose one of these two operations, withdrawal or deposit. Let's choose one of this. Withdraw, okay. Withdraw is 1. When I press 1, what will happen, guys? According to this code. Once I press 1.
How much would you like to withdraw?
So according to this code, you think if I press 1, it will print me? How much would you like to withdraw? According to this code.
But according to this current, no, it won't, because we didn't do yet that
So
operation.
let me press 1. It displays me again, withdraw, deposit, please choose a transaction. No, but it should display us withdraw or deposit. Withdraw or deposit. So let me enter here 2. This number 2, guys, this value 2, where is it stored? Which variable stores this number? Number 2. It means deposit operation. And where is it stored? This variable, this value 2 or value 1.
Option?
This 2 is stored in the variable option. Let me rerun this program. I enter here 500. This value, where is it stored?
In balance.
Balance, right. Next, I enter 1. Where is this 1 stored?
Option?
In option. All right. Maybe you already noticed, guys, so far you're coding about more than a month, maybe. So here, guys, what means when some variable's name is gray, guys? What does it mean when it's gray? For choice, it's different. It's white. It has white color. Here, it's gray. What does gray color mean?
Maybe because of the type of the data. Yeah.
No.
Integers.
No.
Some errors. Users.
So basically, it means that we never used balance. Look, if I create here int, let's say sum, it's also gray. Look, if I will use here sum, all right, let me plus sum, all right, it's not initialized. Let me do this. All right, now it's white. It has white color. If I remove it from here, it's gray. So what means this gray color when it comes to variables? It's gray now. Because what? No, we have there a value. Its value is 0. If I make it 565, it has a value. But it's just never used, guys. Did we use this sum once we declared it?
No.
No. All right. Did we use this balance once we created it? No. How about this option? Did we use this option once it's declared? Did we use this option?
No.
No. All right. Yeah, we will manipulate this option. So for those who don't have this code, I'll send it really quick to our Slack group. We need to complete it and then we start a new topic. Let me send it. So it's here. All right. So there are some students who don't have this code and who are not aware of this code. What does it do? I sent this code. This code is, all right. If we'll need to describe this application, guys, this program, how would you describe this application? How would you describe this program? We
Maybe
already know what
program
can we do.
for ATM machine, maybe program.
Yeah, program for ATM machine that provides us two operations such as withdraw and deposit. All right. If I press 1 right now, and if I enter it, where is it stored? In which variable? Where is
Option.
it stored? Yeah. Where is it stored, you said? Inside the option, right. But did we use the option? Not yet. So we have, how many options do we have here?
2 options.
2 options. It means if I choose 1, we are gonna do something. If I choose 2, it means we are gonna do another thing, right? Something else. So what kind of Java topic comes to your mind when you need to choose between 2 things? Between one thing and another thing? Between conditions, right? We need to use here conditions. So here, all right, it's very bad that those steps are removed. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Should be 8 step. All right. So step number 8, guys. Step number 8. So do you think, guys, we need to, Claraja, do you think here we need to create conditional statements? Yeah, if else. Do you think we need to create it? Yeah. But what do you think? Do we need it? Here we have 2 options. Option 1, option 2. Yeah. When we need to choose between 2 things, there if else's come. We have only 2 options. So do we need to create if else? Do you think we need to create if else? But we have only 2 options. Just if and else, because we have only 2 outcomes from this operation. So option is here. What's next, guys? What do you think logically? If should be created, exactly. If
options equal to 1.
yeah, there will be 2 conditional statements, if and else. Let's choose, guys. We have withdraw and deposit. So which one will be responsible for withdraw? It doesn't matter. We can pick any of this. If can do deposit or else can do deposit. It's up to you. If withdraw, okay. So how can I say if it is 1, then do withdrawal?
Options.
How can I, yeah. What do I write here?
If option
If
yeah,
option
equals to 1.
equals to 1, yes. And let's, guys, just test it. Withdraw. It's better if you also create this conditional statement. For those who don't have this code, I sent it in our Slack group. don't have this code. All right. So here, deposit. I'm rerunning this code. Enter your balance, 500. When I enter here number 2, what will be displayed right after this input? Yeah,
It's a deposit.
yeah. It will display us a deposit. So if I press 2, it displayed me here deposit. It displayed me here a deposit. So let's, guys, first make sure you credit this. Actually, it will not take 2 minutes, 3 minutes. It's really quick thing. You can write just if option double equal 1. So I hope you will finish it under a minute. And then we will run this code line by line together. All right, have you done, guys? Let me know once you've done so we don't waste our time. You done? All right, next. Let me run this code line by line. So first, it will display enter your balance. It will display enter your balance. And then I enter 500. Once I enter 500, balance will store 500. Here in this balance, we have value 500. So what's the value of choice right now of this object? Empty. So I can show you what objects we have here. We have scanner object, we have choice object, and we have balance variable. We have this balance variable. Balance is equal to 500, choice is empty, and it's scanner object. So what does this condition, guys, say to you?
So for we give it for this empty string, choice
Okay.
string, other conditions, yeah.
So there is a condition that
We-
use this choice. If choice, what does it mean? Can you translate it to normal English?
It doesn't equal to no, right?
Yeah, if choice doesn't equal to n. So right now, guys, is it true or not, this condition?
True.
That's true. Empty is not equal to n. So we're gonna enter this while loop. We're inside this while loop. All right, next. Do we have a condition, guys, over this system out print lines? Do we have a condition? No, because there will be displayed always. There is no condition for them. So it displays withdraw, displays deposit, displays please choose a transaction. All right, another question. What's the value of choice object right now? No. It's here.
Empty.
It's still empty. It's still empty. We didn't use here yet something like, would you like to continue? So it's still empty. All right, please choose a transaction. My transaction is 2. So now, what's the value of option variable? What's the value of option variable?
It's 2.
It's 2. So I enter 2 and option is 2. Option equals to 1. Is it true? False.
False.
Option, yeah, it's so that's why it goes to this else statement. It is a deposit. But okay, one more step. Let me show you again. All right. What's the value of choice object right now?
Empty.
It's still empty. We never changed it. So when it comes back to while loop to check, choice is still empty. So will it be again a true condition? Is it true again? Yeah, because we never created a function that says, would you like to continue or not? But let's discuss this part, guys. Do you think that in real ATMs, when you insert your card and when you choose to deposit, it will just display you word deposit and that's it?
No.
When you insert your card, when you press deposit, there will be another message, right? It will not just show you deposit and that's it. It doesn't mean you completed deposit. So if we choose deposit, which conditional statement gonna work?
Else.
Else. So if you choose deposit, guys, what should be next displayed message?
How much?
How much would you like to deposit?
System out print line. How much would you like to deposit? All right. And is this all, guys?
No.
In real ATM, when you see how much would you like to deposit, what do you do next?
Options. Options higher.
No, it's a bit another thing, but what do you do after it says you how much would you like to deposit? Number that you would like to deposit, right? 200 or 300 here. So what's next? What do you think? Let me run this. So I'll just enter 500. I choose 2. It displayed me how much would you like to deposit, but it didn't give me a chance to write this number. I should have a chance to enter. Oh, I would like to deposit $300. I would like to deposit $1,000. So there should be a chance to enter some number. Is it true that once you see this, how much would you like to deposit? You should enter something.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Yeah.
scanner. Yeah, we need to use.
Yeah, so where do we need to enter a number? Inside this conditional statements or outside?
It should be inside.
It should be inside because if
And
you use it here, it's gonna be wrong. If you use it inside this if or else, it will be appropriate because if you would like to deposit, here you enter a number. So do you think, guys, inside else statements, we can create variables?
Yes.
Can we create inside this else statement another if statement? If condition. Yeah. Yeah, we can continue. We can create here another if. Can we create here a scanner object?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. So here we create, guys, int amount and scanner dot next int. Right. All right. We have this amount. Look, I run this program. Enter your balance. I enter 500. Please choose a transaction. Like, it's not actually transaction, operation. All right, enter your balance. 500. Please choose operation. All right, I'd like to choose deposit. All right, now the flow is changed. It looks better. Now, how much would you like to deposit, guys? 200. Okay. We make a deposit of $200. Once I enter this number, what will happen, guys? Do we use this amount?
Amount 200.
Look, I entered 200. Where will it be stored? In which variable?
Amount.
In this amount, it will be stored. But did we use this amount later? No. What should be done after you enter 200?
700.
Yeah,
Subtraction.
it should
Sorry, add.
it should add this amount to your balance, right? So I entered 200, nothing happened. Nothing has changed. So we need to make here, guys, some
Okay.
one more statement. Into
So
it here.
We need a sum.
No, we don't need some. Sum, we have some already, but its name is different. It's called balance. Balance is our sum for this bank.
We need
If statement again,
to the, to the. huh?
all right.
Balance, it should
We
be-
need to do something like sum plus amount. Where are we gonna do this, guys?
System out, yeah, we need a system.
No,
out.
we need to declare.
All right, here we have amount. We never used it. We should use it. And we do here not sum, balance plus equal amount. And it will change the balance.
Yes.
It will change the balance. All right. And we can write here. What do we see, guys, in the ATM once you have completed your deposit or withdraw?
You don't have like.
Successfully completed, right?
Yes, yeah, like this.
Successfully completed, successfully made a deposit. All right, successfully made a deposit. And right, it's really bad that we don't have yesterday's output, but it should be something like this. Enter your balance. I enter 500. One withdraw, 2 deposit. Please choose an operation. All right, I press 2 deposit. All right, enter amount to deposit. Or what do we have here? It says, how much would you like to deposit? Okay. How much would you like to deposit? All right, and I enter 200. What should happen, guys, right after I enter 200? Nothing. Should it add to your,
Balance. Yeah, should increase.
So successful made a deposit.
yeah, it will display as successfully made a deposit first. And is it a good idea to see our updated balance? And we should see this $700 is our balance. Let me run our program. Let me run it. Our balance is 500. I choose deposit. I would like to deposit $200, guys. All right, successfully made a deposit. But it didn't display me the updated balance or new balance. How can I see this balance? Like, you now have $700.
Maybe we should use loops.
No. It's easy, guys. So we have 2 conditional statements. We have if and else. Which one is responsible for else? Oh, which one is responsible for deposit? Else statement.
Else.
So deposit, everything about deposit should be completed inside this else. It should be completed inside this else.
System out.
We can add here
Balance.
balance, but there should be a number.
Yeah.
And it's
Balance.
balance. Yeah. Enter your balance, 500, we choose deposit. And we deposit $200. Balance is 700. All right. But what will happen, guys? Just a moment. What will happen if I comment this line? If I comment this line? 500
It
I'll
will show
like-
initial balance, right?
balance won't be changed. balance is not changed. Why?
Because we have just one.
Yeah, we didn't add the amount to our balance. Balance is not changed. If you take some number from user, if you enter cash, it should go somewhere, right? It shouldn't just stay in the ATM. It should go to your account. Our account is balance. So amount should be added to the balance. All right, let me know, guys, once you have this code. If you have this code, we will continue. Okay, so let me run this program again. My balance is 500. I'd like to make a withdrawal. I choose 1. It just displays me withdraw. It's not telling me how much would you like to withdraw. Successfully made a withdrawal. Balance is this. So what should we change or add here?
Maybe we should change in system.println inside, like, instead of withdraw, we need to write like some.
Yes, exactly. So we can just use the same statements we did here in the withdraw. We can do here, we can display how much would you like to withdraw. And then once you see how much would you like to withdraw, should you enter a number in our program? Yes. So can we create here a variable int amount? What do you think? We already have it here. We can create it because this amount is visible only inside this else. This amount will be visible only inside this if. We cannot touch them outside of this if else's here. Their scope or visibility only within their curly braces. Int amount equals scanner.nextInt. All right. I rerun this code. Enter your balance. 500. I'd like to make withdrawal. And I would like to withdraw $300. Nothing has changed, guys. I don't see successfully made a withdrawal and a new balance. It seems like nothing has changed.
We need to do
Yeah, balance minus. Yeah, you know,
minus
Balance
because
minus
increase
equal
amount.
amount. Okay, and then should we add one more thing here or two more things?
Yes, withdraw is complete. Yeah.
Yeah, we can do successfully withdrawn. All right. And then
System out balance.
balance, okay. Plus balance.
How about if we make more withdrawal, then it's more than your balance?
Yeah, we will not take this
Deep.
this probability or this case into
Okay.
consideration because it will require us to create more code here.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I would like to keep it really simple. Enter your balance, $500. Make a withdrawal, 200. Successfully withdrawn, and I have 300. And I have 300. But in real ATMs, guys, so right now, our ATM seems like this. I insert my card. I choose make a deposit. I made a deposit. And it again asks to choose one operation. Let's say I again made this. I would like to make a deposit. I would like to deposit 1,000. And I have 1,300. But Right now, guys, I would like to get my card back, but it's not letting me get my card back. It keeps it inside the ATM. So
It's like,
once
would you like to proceed, right?
yeah, would you like to proceed or would you like to stop maybe? We don't have this. Yeah. So here, how much would you like to deposit? 200. Once we completed the operation, once we made a transaction, we should see some message, a new message. What could be this message?
Would you like to continue?
Would you like to continue? All right. And let's say we have only two options, yes or no. Would you like to continue? Yes or no? All right. So we should see, would you like to continue, guys? So it means somewhere in this code, we need to add system out print line, right? We need to add a system out print line. Would you like to continue? Where should we add the system out print line?
MU.
I
Where?
think in both, yeah, if
Should it be inside the if? Should it be inside the else? Maybe it should be outside of this if else.
inside, I think.
All right. There is, guys, one more thing. Right after this one, maybe you will learn this. So look, how many times we, so let me do this. System out, let me check your logic. Hello. So when I run this code, it will display me 1, 2, please choose an operation, right? Then I choose 1. Which conditional statement will run? Which one? If I choose 1.
Withdraw.
Withdraw.
If statement, right? So how much would you like to withdraw? I enter 200, then I have 700 in my balance. And then will it display hello?
Yes.
Will it display hello?
No. While.
No, it will or will not.
Line out of that.
System out print line. Where is it, guys? Is it inside the while loop or outside?
Inside the while.
Inside the, yes. So does it mean, guys, that this hello will be displayed regardless of this if and else? It doesn't matter. It's if, it's else. We always gonna see this hello. Is it true or not? It's true.
Yes.
What do you think, other students? Is it true that we're gonna see hello always?
Yes.
Yes.
Because yeah, and it doesn't depend on if or on else, right? It's outside of them. So let's prove it. Balance is 500. So 1 or 2, I choose 2, and I would like to deposit 2,000. And it displays me hello. Let me try withdraw now. Withdraw. I would like to withdraw $355. And hello is displayed again. All right. So do you understand now this thing, guys, that hello is displayed always? Yeah? All right. So next, in this if and in this else, we have some code that's repeated 2 times. Which code is it? So which statement is it? Inside this if and else, we have the same code that's repeated. Inside this if and inside this else. Which statement is repeated? It's exactly the same. Okay, not integer amount. You have one more option. Balance. So is it true that whether you make withdraw or you make deposit, it will display you your balance? Is it true or not? So we can take this balance from this conditional statements and put it here. What do you think? Did we save one line from code?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you run it, yeah, here, okay, our balance is $1. Deposit. How much would you like to deposit? 500. Now it displays the balance. How much would you like to withdraw?
One.
200. Okay, 1. Then we have again balance. So we can put here something that should be done inside this if and inside this else. All right. Once we see our balance, once the transaction is completed, what should be next, guys? Once the transaction is completed,
Would you
Would
like?
you like to continue?
would you like to continue? All right. So where should we put this? Would you like to continue?
So after the balance,
Where is it? Inside this if else or here?
Yeah,
Here, right after this balance. Would you like to continue? Yes or no? Would you like to continue? Yes or no? Okay. All right. Once you add this line, let me know. All right, guys. So next, do you agree that after would you like to continue? We should make an input. We should enter something.
Yes.
Yeah. So
yes.
Yes or no? Yeah.
yeah, it should be yes or no. So where do we store this yes or no?
Choice.
Inside this choice. Because every time we check the choice, we don't need to create a new variable. We can use the choice. Choice scanner.next line. And I hope this is the end, guys, for our program. Like we completed it. Once you had this choice scanner.next line, it should be finished. All right, let me run this program again. Enter your balance, 500. Make a deposit. I'd like to deposit 500. Successfully made a deposit. Would you like to continue? Seems like, guys, it skips this place. Yeah? Would you like to continue? All right. Have we ever, guys, had this kind of thing? Maybe you don't remember. Did we have this kind of thing before? It was, yeah, it was a long time ago, right? Maybe 3 weeks ago, we had this kind of thing. When your scanner first reads integer and then reads string, there's a problem. Do you remember? Yeah.
Yes.
All right. It's good that you remember. I also forgot this, that we learned this before. All right. So the fix for this one is to add here scanner.next line. Logically, it's something like, okay, now get prepared for another string to be entered. Once you enter int, you should make your scanner ready for a string. Scanner.next line. 500, deposit. I would like to deposit 200. And now would you like to continue? All right. What do you think, guys? If I enter here Y, will it work? Will it continue?
No, please choose it, please. No, it will.
And again, 1, 2, it works. So as I told you, only this line or 2 lines needed. Please choose an operation. Withdraw 500. Would you like to continue? If I enter N, the program will stop. Because when you enter here N at the end, it will go back to the condition and it will check. If now choice is N, it will stop. If you enter here Y, it will check and it will turn out that it's not N, it's Y, and it will continue.
How about if we enter no and we get the message, thank you for using our service? It should be outside of while loop, right?
Yeah. So there are a lot of things that we could make here better. For example, if I enter 500, deposit 200, would you like to continue? If I enter here
No.
W, what will happen? If I enter here W, would you like to continue?
Nothing?
Please choose it.
Ah,
All right. This W is stored inside which object, guys?
None object.
none.
Inside this choice. Now it will go back to the condition to here. Once I press enter, now we are here. Let's check. W, is it equal to N?
No.
W is not equal to N. It will give us false or true?
True.
W equals N. Is it true or false? False. But
False.
this exclamation mark means not.
Mhm.
Not false will become
True.
true. And then we enter this while loop again. So our program is not perfect. If I make withdraw 200, and then if I choose here, if I enter here, no, stop, it will continue. When our program will stop, actually, it will stop only when the choice is N, only N. So we could make this program better. There could be a lot of things fixed. For example, if I run this program, if I make a deposit only of 500 and withdraw 5,000, it will let me withdraw 5,000. Yeah, we could fix this kind of things also, that we cannot withdraw more than we have.
So why we should change?
It's all, guys, we are done. We needed just to create a very basic bank management system or bank transaction system. Simple. Yeah.
Also, why just N?
Mm-hmm.
One. Character.
Because
Can
no-
we use just no?
Yeah, we can use no also. We can use, if you would like to there have no, then you can enter here no.
That
Yeah, if I enter here Y and I remove this equal or not equal, then the program will, I change the condition, guys. Let me check your logic. I changed the condition. So if we translate it to English, what does it mean?
False.
yes.
It means if choice is equal to Y, right? So what's the value of choice
Empty.
in the beginning? It's empty. Empty or nothing equals to Y. Is it true or not?
False.
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 It's false. So let me run it. All right. enter your balance, 500. It didn't enter the while loop. It didn't enter the while loop. So it stopped because empty is not equal to y. I could make it back to this. I could do this, or another thing, I could make the choice in the beginning y. Because when you inserted the card, of course, you will choose one of this, withdraw or deposit. It displays me. To deposit, I would like to deposit 200. I choose N, which is no. No, or I can do no. Where this no is stored?
Choice.
Inside the choice. So now, once I press enter, we'll come back to this condition and check. No equals y. Is it true? False. So it will stop. What if I enter here y? Let's say y is stored inside the choice. We come back here to the condition. It's true. And then it will continue running this. So you can do both ways, from this way, from that way. You can do it equals y, or you can do it empty
Uh,
and here this.
Actually, I was curious, I tried to do thank you, but when the while loop ends, by the end, and it gave me the answer after I pressed no. Would you like to continue? I said no, and it displayed
Thank
me
you,
the
yeah.
message, thank you.
All right,
Yes,
you need to do it here actually.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
did it there.
yeah, and then only when the ATM gives your card back, you will see thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. So it should be here.
So one more question. When we use the empty space.
Empty space. Yeah, there is like we used it here. We can make here empty, or the other thing. Like it depends from the logic. When this while loop should work, what this while loop do, guys? What while loops do? It controls the flow, more flexible. Okay, if to be more specific, it
It
repeats something, right?
Repeats here. Code.
It repeats something. And in the while loop, we have a condition. When this condition is true, then only while loop repeats this code, right? When the condition is true. So now, this code, what does it do? It makes these operations like withdraw or deposit. And when I would like to stop, it should stop. So I can make it empty here. Why do I make it empty? Because I can make it actually this one. And also, will it enter the while loop if it's y? Y equals n. Is it true? False? Exclamation mark. False is true. So we can make it y at the beginning or empty at the beginning. This is only to go inside this while loop. If I make it n at the beginning, now will it go inside this while loop?
No.
No, because the choice is already n. No. So this choice should be different from this one in the beginning. And then in the process, then it might change here. Only to start this operations, we made it empty, or we can make it this way also.
Just to make a difference, right?
Yeah, just we need to make it different from n. Anything but not n. Yeah, so there is no logic for like specifically for empty string. It could be this. All right, so if I'll put here high, can you explain me when this high will be executed?
After the successful make deposit or withdraw.
Yes, exactly. After you make a withdrawal you will see high. After you make a deposit, you will see high always. The same as you see balance. All right. What if we put this balance here? It was here, and I moved it to this else block.
It will show balance only in else condition, right?
Yeah, it will show the balance only when you make a deposit. When you make a withdrawal, it won't show you. All right. All right, this is it, guys. It's all bank transactions. Now, guys, create a package, day 28. Create this package. All right. Do you have all Slack, guys? Do you remember what I told you yesterday? Yes?
Yes, questions.
Yeah, did you make them? Yeah? Yeah, good. All right. Yeah, send me these questions, guys, to my Slack. Oh, okay, it's good. I already see this message. Can instance and local areas. Very good question. Okay. All right. All right, you can send me, guys, now your message that you should have prepared already yesterday or today. So for now, guys, I see only 4 messages sent. You made the easiest question. All right. Okay. So are you sending me, guys, this message? Like your question? All right. One I see when we use. Okay.
Tima is asking, do you have any questions?
Okay. Okay, okay. I think Ella, I can call you Ella. I think you just maybe copied this question from internet because we didn't learn this word like immutable, so probably you just copied from internet.
Who asked this question?
Yeah, just some other student.
Eli, yeah?
Okay.
I need
Okay. So question number 1. Mahabatche, this one is for you. Or let me, I think I can really quickly make it created. Fortune will. Let me create here wheel of names.
Us?
Yeah. So all right. Okay, and okay, this. Okay, and then this. All right, question number 1, guys. Okay. Oh, wait. No, she's not here. All right, we're gonna ask Claraja this question. The question is this. What is the difference between instance variable and local variable? What's the difference between instance variable and local variable? You know this? No? All right, let's ask another person. Close. All right, let me do it again because actually it's her question. Inja, do you know this? This? What's the difference? Probably not. No, right? Yeah, what is the difference? Yeah, instance variables are class level variables. Local variables are method level variables. Yeah, they are class level variables. These are method level variables. All right, so Aidan, is it true or not?
Yes, it's true. It's
Mhm.
true that these instant variables are declared within the class, but outside the method, and can be accessed only, I mean, in within the class. But the local variables, they are declared inside the methods and cannot be accessed in the class, for example.
Mm-hmm. All right, another question. Let's check. So, did you just created it out of your like imagination, or I actually also don't know the answer. Maybe I know, but I'm not sure. What data types are fastest in Java? Yeah, which one is it? Do you know, like, what's the answer? Like, okay, I don't know. I think we all don't know. What's the answer?
So the fastest data type is integer, and then long, and then float.
Primitives, right? I think primitive data types are. All right. Yeah, I probably knew it. Yeah, primitive data types are. Okay, let me ask this. Okay, I think it's easy question. Can we use if else inside a while loop? Yeah, this can we use if and else inside a while loop?
Yes, we can, just like we did with the bank statement example.
That's a really easy question. I don't know, the guy who asked is laughing right now, but yeah. Yeah, it is. His laugh is he's laughing good. Okay. Okay, another person. All right, that's really a coincidence. All right, I'll give you her question to you. Explain the steps. Explain the steps involved in reading integer input from the console using scanner class in Java. Support your answer by giving a code example.
I think it's not a good question. It's not the right question. Yeah, that's a good question, yeah. But logically, I can't.
No, everything
understand
is
the-
good.
Yeah, I think it's made by, I don't know.
How do you use scanner and what are the steps to use a scanner to read something?
We inputting the scanner for we using in program when we
Step number 1 is create
Scanner.
scanner. This is step number 1.
Scanner here, system in.
Step number 2,
Yeah,
read a value.
read.
Int number, scanner dot next in. These are the steps involved in reading integer input. These are the steps. Ziyadece, this question is for you. I think it's going to be another funny question. The question is why we use main method in Java? Yeah, when do we use? Can you create a program without main method? No? Do you think it's the answer? Yeah?
No, it's not my question. Main method.
No.
Why use main method in Java?
Yeah, she answered. All right. Okay, next one, guys. All right. The question is, what is a method? What methods do you know?
All methods, yeah.
Main method, it's a method, right? Do you know any other methods other than main? For example, substring, is it a method? Substring method,
Yes,
and
it-
then
Char
Next.
at
int char add. So could you explain what's common between these all methods? What is a method? What does a method do? What's common?
they perform some actions, right?
Yeah, a method is some code, some block of code that performs a specific task or solves a specific task. Okay, remove. I think you know the answer. The question is difference between object and class. For example, can you give me one example of object? What have you ever created an object? Do we create
Scanner object, right?
a string? Which one is object and which one is
Word is,
Is class, word is object.
yeah, string is a type of data.
Difference between object and class.
Object is created in order to later to use it multiple times, right? Class,
Class is used to create that object.
yeah,
String word or scanner. Scanner is a class and it's used to create this object.
scanner object. Yeah.
This. All right. When do we use double data type in Java? Or when do we use that?
If maybe send,
Mhm.
we send, we send.
In. So when do we use double data type?
When
In case. For example, did we use double data type in the bank transaction?
Yeah.
Yeah, why did we use there? Because it has decimal point, right? Yeah.
100 decimal.
So we use double data type
Then
when number has a decimal point. When number is not a whole number. All right. All right. Now, guys, it's time to start a new topic, guys. A new topic. Let me close it. So today's topic, guys, is for loop. A for loop in Java. How many loops do we have in Java? For loops, right? 4 types of loops. How many loops did we learn already?
while loop, do while loop.
Yeah, while loop and do while. Today it's time for a for loop. For loop in Java. For loop is used to repeat a block of code. It's used to repeat a block of code a specific number of times. Let me write. So what? Let me copy it. For loop. For loop is used to repeat a block of code a specific number of times. How about a while loop?
Yeah, while we
How about while loop? When while loop is used? Multiple times, okay.
but it means that also, yeah, I mean,
We can do the
we
same
should
thing.
get, like, why we need the for loop?
Why do we need for loop, right? Or why do we need while loop if we have for loop? Or vice versa, why do we need
They-
while loop?
They sound similar.
They sound similar, right? But there is a difference between for and while loop. All right. When we used a while loop in our bank transaction program, did you know how many times I or you would make operations? Did you know the number of operations? Did you know? No. For example, if I run it now, do you know in advance the number of operations? No. So while loop is used to repeat a block of code unknown times. It's used when you don't know the number of times, but it can be also used when you know the number of times. For loop is used, for example, guys, let's say I'm giving you some block of code and you need to run that block of code 30 times. Which one will you use? You need to run something 30 times. For loop or while loop should be used? While loop? Oh, for loop.
For
For loop, because I tell you 30 times. Or let's say, I will, guys, you need to create something like a guess game. Your code should run again and again until you guess the number. Which loop can be used for this one? It should ask you multiple times, like some number of times until you enter guessed number. While loop. Can we use a for loop for this guess game? No, because for loop works only with a specific number of times. You cannot say run something when it's not equal to n, or run something while the number is not equal to 0. When do we use for loop? We use it to iterate over arrays, to perform some tasks repeatedly. All right. All right. This is when for loop is used. They're used basically when you don't know, or when you know the number of times to run it. They're ideal when the number is known. We can use them to process each character of a string. Is it true or not? Maybe we made a mistake here. For loop. First, the definition of the for loop. When for loop is used? When the number of iterations is known.
So in while loop, we know also we can give them.
Yeah.
I mean, in condition, we can ask.
With while loop, you can also do. Yeah. While loop is a special loop. So the question is, when do we use for loop? The answer is when you know the specific number of times it should run something. How about processing each character of a string? Can we process each character of a string using a for loop?
Yes.
If yes, why?
What?
Why? Do you know the answer?
No, I have a question.
No, I need the answer.
Because we
I
know
don't
the length of the.
Yes, exactly. We can process each character of a string because you know how many characters are there. This is the answer. It's useful when the number of iterations is unknown. Is it true?
False.
False.
While loop
Is known. Okay. When while loop is used?
When we repeat block of code multiple times.
Multiple times. We might or might not know. It means while loop can be used to run specific code 30 times, even if you know the number. Like we used it to display numbers from 1 to 10. We knew the number of times. Or bank program, we didn't know the number of operations. We could use while loop for both. But why is there for loop? For loop, guys, is actually shorter than while loop. That's why there is a for loop. You can create it in 3 lines. While loop is used when you want to repeat a block of code a certain time until condition is true. It's ideal when the number of iterations is not known beforehand. You don't know it before running the loop. Ideally. But you can also use while loop when you know the number of iterations beforehand. But ideal case is when you don't know. Then you can use while loop. Otherwise, if you know, you better go with for loop. For loop is shorter. While loop is used to repeat a block of code as long as condition is true. Is it true? No? Why?
Yes.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, when
True.
condition is true, it goes inside the while loop. And then again, checks, right? And then goes until it becomes false. Use false or use when the number of iterations is unknown. Is it true? Continues until the condition becomes false. Yeah, it's the same as this one, but it explains it in different words from other side. They both, first one and third one, mean the same thing. All right. So did you create this package day 28? All right, if you create this package, okay, do this, guys. Let's take a look at this for loop. How many parts are there? There are basically 3 or 4 parts. 3 or 4 parts. What are the parts that we have in a while loop? All right, in while loop, what are the parts? Counter,
Initialization, condition,
condition,
update.
update. And we could include the code, right? Also, like fourth part. Here, the same. It has 4 parts. But if you look at here, guys, here everything is in the same place. Initialization, condition, update, this all are in the same line. That's why it looks shorter. In while loop, you should create the counter or initialization in one place, condition is in other place, update is somewhere inside the code. But with while loop, everything is done inside this parenthesis. That's why it's shorter. Initialization. All right, here is the explanation of all these 4 parts. Let me come back to our day 27. How many times, or just let me create here quickly. Main int n 1 while n is less than 10 or equal to n and n plus plus. Okay. How many times this will be executed? This line.
Repeatedly.
Yeah, how many times this line 5 will be executed?
10.
How it could be 10?
Unlimited.
Unlimited. How it could be unlimited?
Increment.
Which part of code is repeated multiple times? No.
While
Yeah, this part of code is repeated multiple times. This part,
We just give them number is then 1.
all right. So do you think this line will be repeated 10 times? No, only once. Only once. This condition, how many times it's checked?
10.
10 times. Actually, it's checked 11 times. Because in the last one, it checks that it's no more less than 10. It's 11, so it stops. That's why condition is checked 11 times. How many times this code runs? 10 times. How many times this n plus plus runs? 10 times, yeah. So how many times initialization might run? Initialization is the same as counter. It runs once, only at the beginning, initialization. Like here, runs only once. Condition, how many times condition could be checked? Before each iteration. Before it goes to the code, first you check the condition. In while loop, it's the same. Before we run this, we check the condition. Before you run this, check the condition. So how many times update runs?
10. Oh, yeah.
Once this code is executed, update runs. Only once this code is executed. We're gonna see it. We're gonna see its example. Code is the statements to be executed. So here, in day 28, guys, in day 28, create a class called for this. Just give me a moment, let me check. Yeah, create the class, guys, called for1. Like for example 1. For1. Have you done, guys? All right, next step, guys, is to copy this code. But before copying it, let's take a look, guys. How many times, how do you call this part? Or initialization. How do you call this part?
Condition.
Update. This part? Code or statements. Yeah, code or statements. All right. Take a look at this code. Imagine like it's while loop or how you could understand it. And then let me know how many times it will run this code. 5 times, right? Or 4?
6 times. 4 times.
It's five times, I think.
It runs when I is 0, when I is 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 times.
5 times.
For 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is not included. 5 is not included. Yeah. Here we have no equal. So let's copy this code, guys, to for1 class. Did you copy this code? Okay. For int I iteration I. Okay. So how many times you're gonna see this iteration? How many? 5 times. Yeah. Iteration 0, iteration 1,
No.
2, 3, and 4. All right. What should be changed here, guys, to see this iteration I 10 times? Like it begins with iteration 1 till iteration 10, including 10.
10.
More than
5 should be 10, okay? Equal 10, yeah. And
One.
0 should be changed to 1. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So for loop is used when you know how many times it should run. Always. You cannot write here like this. Like maybe you could, but we use it this way. Like when you know the number of times. Iteration I. Okay. Hello. How many times will it display hello? 10 times.
10 times.
All the same, guys, like while loop. But for loop and while loop, which one, guys, seem to you like more, which one would you prefer? I prefer for because everything is in the same parentheses. In while loop, first you create the counter, then you create condition, like counter is less than or equal to 10, then your code, and then counter. So for loop, everything is compressed in those 3 lines. All right. What do you think about this code, guys? So I'll go to this experiment place, and then if int n equals 12, if n is less than 20, system out print line, hello. Hello, okay. How many times we're gonna see hello, guys?
2 times.
2 times?
Yeah, two hello.
2 times, all right, let's run this. How do you think? Let me change it to
Yes,
n.
yes. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Just 2 times. Hello.
Yeah? 8 times?
Hello.
How it could be 8? There's no loop. All right, so let's do this. How many times we're gonna see hello?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay, let's run this 1 time. All right, so look, do we have here curly braces for this if? No, we didn't mention here curly braces. So when you have no curly braces, what does Java do? It creates for you curly braces. And curly braces are this way. If you didn't mention them here, they'll be this way. It doesn't include the second hello. So why it printed hello 2 times? Because n is less than 20. Yes, it displays hello, and then this hello, this is displayed again. If we do it this way, this one is not displayed. And if you do this, if you do it this way, then hello is displayed. How about this code, guys? How many times will it display hi? How many times? How many times will it display, let me do
1.
this. How many times it will display hello?
1.
1 time. How many times will it display hi?
10.
10? All right. Do you see here curly braces? No, if there are no curly braces, then curly braces are created this way. Here and here. And then hi is displayed only 1 time. So run it. Hi is displayed only 1 time. Because of this invisible curly braces. All right, let's have a break, guys, for 15 minutes. Then we continue.
А, да? Главное, ну нечего прописывать, да, а кто ты зашла мне дома? Я девочка, что я смогла нарисовать. Sorry, я не хотела отбирать у тебя твою роль. Я заставили. Это получилось сейчас безопасно. Сейчас минута, понятно. Она уже... Она что я специально... Она же тебе сказала специально, я тебя в черном не буду брать, потому что безумно тебя обесцветили. Раньше мама Растиндовская, да? О май гад. Надо вышла. Вышла. Она меня один оставили. Мы забрали мою роль станцию, да? Короче, как вы могли? Не, она круто танцует, скажи. Она вообще круто танцует. Красоты. Что тебе сказать, что ты вообще танцуешь? Я не хотела тебя брать. Мне, если честно, стрёмно вот это выходить, да, типа, а это можно нагреть, потому что все девочки на меня смотрят, и я такая, и они начинают ржать. Особенно дядёнка начинает ржать, и я такая начинаю смеяться и в ответ. И мне вот интересно, а какая у нас форма ситуации у детей, да? Мы не будем толстые. Мне кажется, что, блин, еще же нам нужно этот повязки, а мен башым чоуда, повязки, ну, блин, мало толка. Блин, короче, когда ты... А вообще, когда цвет, и, короче, вдруг, чему это ты, ничего нам нужно красное носить, меня это сгладит, и так должна купить себе типа красное, поносить, и потом подарить его. А как можно подарить? Ну, что, типа, ты носишь. Девчонка в этом заключается. А это же человек должен носить потом, ну? Да. А ты что, носила бы, что ли, чью-то футболку? Я же а, я ж тебя должен. Мне так опять, мать. Нет, нафига. Я сегодня только прочитала, но не знаете, там было. Я видела, как Бог отправил, да, я сегодня так поняла. Да, потому что Я, собственно, ни разу не посетила. Потому что это суббота, и типа в субботу я занята. Короче, какие проблемы? Знаете, подряд есть акции.
Так что 6
У нас, короче, танцы специально на свету поставили, да? Потому что мы же это ансамбль «Дым» и других позвали на среду. И мы танцуем только в среду и в воскресенье танцуем. Мы, короче, с 6:30 до 10 почти танцуем, да? И вот вчера мы сказали, а я говорю, у нас теперь субботние эти уроки передвинулись на среду. А он говорит, я ничего не знаю. Я вот ради вас объявила 20 человек на среду. Тупо не так боится, и не буду больше передвигать. И теперь точно на успешник не буду. Точно. Следующим разбираться. Блин, там реально 20 человек танцуют. У нас еще мероприятие очень официальное в скором времени. И они не занятия делают, когда единоборно они переделали на среду. Попросить, да. А суббота говорю, но суббота гимназия почему-то еще поэтому это рабочий день, да. Суббота говорю, хорошая работа идет, да. Суббота говорю, работа хорошая идет. Четверо четверо там. А если в субботу чуть ой, в среду чуть пораньше? Пораньше я ума не сможет. Пораньше главное, что не выставлять. После 5 дней. Ладно, не мешало. И айфон на нем, правда? Я не знаю. Да, нам за выступление. За деньги, да. Только за деньги, да. Да, и никак иначе.
Let me make sure. Online students, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Sounds good. So here, how many times this initialization will be executed?
One.
Only once. How many times this condition will be checked?
5.
6 times.
One plus one.
Yeah, always it's from 1 to 10. This code runs 10 times, but the condition is checked 10 plus 1. All right, because after the last check, it stops the for loop.
Here 10.
Yep. Okay, initialize, okay, continuous looping. Let's take a look at example 2. Example 2. What does this code, guys? Take a look.
Okay, I is equal to 10. So it means it,
Will it display 10 or display 9 first?
I guess it will not.
It will 10 display.
Why 10?
No, I think.
Because 10 according to condition is greater than 0, so it's the condition and then it displays.
All right. First, guys, when you enter the for loop, what's done first? What's executed very first?
I equal to 10.
Yeah, first is this, then it checks the condition, and if it's true, it runs the code. And this update,
Comes late.
yeah, after this all. So if we go back here, where is it? The update executes after each iteration, after one iteration is done. So when first is initialization, then condition, then there should be one iteration.
9.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it displays 10, then
9.
update comes. So update is only after the iteration is done. It doesn't go this way, like it initializes, then condition, then update. It doesn't work this way. Update comes only after, update is followed right after each iteration. So what numbers we're gonna see in the output? What numbers? Which numbers?
10, 9.
The numbers are
From 10 to 1, yeah?
from 10 to 1, right? Let's create a class for2. Okay, create this class for2, and then inside this class, copy this, the following code. Countdown. All right. Did you copy it, guys? All right, let me copy it again here for I10, I is greater than 0. Minus, minus, I. All right, guys, what numbers we are expected to see, guys, here for this code? What numbers will you see in the output?
Increment, decrement.
All right, so first number displayed is 10, then 9, 8, 7. Do you think so?
No. Yes. I. 10,
Yeah,
10 times.
it will be only I, and not 10 times. So how many times will it display I?
A lot of
9 times, not 9 times. So let's take a look.
5.
It will not display us numbers first, guys. It will display only I.
Only one. Right. Yeah.
Let's run it. It displays it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Why is it so?
Because we
2 times.
yeah.
We
Yes.
have here, guys,
Ah.
2 updates.
2
This
update.
update and this update. That's why. Update should be only here. All right. Now, what numbers we are expected to see? Again, no numbers. There should be only I, right? Yeah. I 10 times. Okay. What if we do here I and then this? What numbers will you see here? So let me think. First, think, guys, then answer.
I.
No, just minus 10, 4, 1.
I is less than 0, yeah? Mm.
Let's run it. 10, 5, 2, 1. First, it displays 10, 10. Then it comes back to the condition. No, this is how it works. In the very beginning, I is initialized 10. Then we check the condition, it's true. Then we display 10. After the iteration is done, update comes. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Then we check the condition. 5 is greater than 0, yes. We display 5. After the iteration is done, the update. 5 divided by 2 is 2. 2 is greater than 0, so we display 2. Once the iteration is done, comes back to update. 2 is divided by 2 is 1. Greater than 0, it displays 1. And then in the next iteration, 1 divided by 2 becomes 0. That's why we don't see here 0. How about this? 10 multiplied by equal to. 10 and then
20,
and then
40,
then
80.
80 and so on. Yeah, unlimited times. Because it begins with 10, but the condition is always true. 10 and then 20, 20 is greater than 0, 40 is greater. Until some point, okay. But it's not unlimited. Do you know why? Why it's not unlimited, guys? It's really interesting. Usually, it would be unlimited. No, we have update. It's logical thing again, guys. It should run unlimitedly, but we have something here. Because of something, it runs limited times.
Because of integer?
Yeah. Int cannot store more than 2 and something billion. That's
32.
why it stopped at 1 billion. This one is 600 something million. Yeah, That's why it has stopped. If we do it like long, it's gonna be bigger number. And then stops on its, yeah. All right, so you copied this example, right? Okay, next, example 3. What will be displayed? Okay. Okay. So what will be displayed here, guys?
Four times.
4 times? What will be displayed?
I.
Yeah.
No, zero.
Numbers.
It's a 0, 1 character.
Numbers.
It will display character at index 0,
Length.
J,
Hmm.
and then character at index 1, A. Character at index 2 is V. Yep. Yeah, copy this code, guys. Displays each character of a string.
Create a new class.
Yeah, create a new class for 3. All right. Uh, 4. All right. Why is it so, guys? It displays me 0J, 1A, 3A.
Can you remove this I?
We didn't put the color.
Yeah, just remove this I, extra I. Character at index I. Why is it so? At index I. It should be character at index 0.
It's inside of the,
This should be a number, right?
yeah.
So should I put here 0?
No, you should close and put it the I outside.
All right, do it this way. Plus I. Right, character at index 0, 1, 2, 3. What if, guys, I do here -2? What characters will be displayed? JA, right? Character at index 0 and 1. At index 0 and 1. Okay. Okay, guys. Next. Next is, let me see. Basic for loop example. Reading the sum of user input. All right. Let's take a look at this example. This is example 4. So prompt the user to enter the number of inputs. Enter the number of values you want to sum. This program, guys, will give you the sum of numbers. Take a look at this code, guys, and let me know what does it do. This code.
Executing code.
So what does this code do?
Is the summarize what we issued.
All right, so let's run it without IntelliJ IDEA, without the program. I click the run. What will be displayed first?
First, enter your
Enter your number of
Value you want.
you want.
Enter the number of values you want to sum. Let's say I entered 4. What does this 4 mean? Yeah, it is some number, but where this 4 is used, where this 4 is stored? Inside the count. Okay. And where this count is used? Inside the for loop. Okay. So how many times this for loop will be executed if I entered 4? 4 times this one will be executed.
Yeah.
All right. Enter the number of values you want to sum. I enter 4. Next, what should be displayed? Enter number and
the number.
enter number, and what will this be? Enter number 1, and then you enter the number. Look how will it work. Enter the number of values you want to sum, 4. This will be displayed 4 times. Enter number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. And then once you enter this number, we add it to the sum. We add it to the sum every time. 25 is added to the sum, 65, 20, and 5. And at the end, outside of the for loop, we execute this code. What if we put this inside the for loop? This system out print line.
4 times.
It will display the sum of entered numbers is 25, and then the sum of entered numbers is 65. No, it will display the sum of entered numbers is 25. Then it will display the sum is 90. Then it will display the sum is 110. Then the sum is 115, because it is inside the for loop. But we need the sum only once everything is calculated. So let's copy this code to class 4.
We had similar home assignment, right?
Yes, yeah. But it was with while loops, right?
Yes. for the while.
Yes.
Tim, you copied it, right? Can you send it me to Slack?
Hungry.
Have you done, guys? Seems like you have done. We create 4 or 4. All right. Okay. Enter the number of values you want to sum. All right. What if, guys, what if I run this program and if I enter 5? What will be changed in this program?
No count it will be changed.
because -2 will be
Number of iteration will
Number of
Increase.
iterations will change. All right, enter your number. Enter your number plus I. 5. Enter your number. Let me put it here. All right, 5. Enter your number 1. Give me any number, guys. It
One.
will be our number 1. 5, then 10, 20. Okay. But where did our number 4 and number 5 guys gone?
We input the count -2,
Where did it go?
we decrease the count.
The count is 5, but we made -2, so it will run only 3 times. So there will be only 3 inputs. What if we do it this way? And if I enter here 3,
6
Or
times
7
8
times,
times.
8 times.
so we're gonna enter how many numbers?
8.
8 numbers, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. What's the sum of these numbers? It is 38. Okay, it's 38. And we changed the count here. Enter the number of values you want to sum. All right. What if I would like to? All right, we need to learn another thing and we practice. All right. Guys, I right now think of one number between 1 and 10. Can you guess this number?
We have 10 options here.
10 options. Can you try? Okay, try.
7,
No.
8.
No.
Why we
No.
just 1,
No.
2, 3.
3. Yeah, so all right, but we're gonna learn now something that generates these random numbers. Random numbers. Yeah, a random number is a number that's generated by Java or by any system, and you can't predict it 100%. You were not able to predict my number 100%. You had only 10% of chance, right, to guess my number. If I think of a number in my mind, you don't know what number in advance I guessed. You don't know that number in advance. Okay, so create here, guys, in day 28, a class called random. No. It should be different. Let's call it random numbers. It should be exactly, guys, random numbers, not random. Because random is already used in Java as a class. So create a class random numbers. All right. Next, main. So let's take a look at this code. How to generate a random number. For example, to read from user and input, which class do we use? Scanner class. Do we create its object? Yeah, we create its object. So for generating a random number, we use another class, other class called random. We can give any object name. It could be R, it could be random. We create its object, and then what methods of scanner class do you know, guys? Which methods of scanner class do you know?
Next int.
Next line,
line,
next int, next double, next boolean. All right, here we have these methods: next int, next double. Rand is an object that we created here, and calling rand.next int 1 and 11, it will generate a random number between 1 and 10. So let's try it, guys, in our code. So let's copy this. Let me just write it here, random rent
Should be
number next int 1 and 11. And number. If I run this code, will you be able to predict the number? 8. Okay, it's not 8, it's 7. We cannot predict this number. Every time it's different. Now it's 4, now it's 10, 6. How do we call this, guys? 11, 1 and 11. How can we call it?
12. Born to 12.
It can be called as a range
Range.
to generate a random number between 1 and 11, between this range. If you make it empty, no boundary, then it will generate some big numbers. But you can also put here a boundary. So next, right after this number, guys, right after this number, do this. It's not a task, just a quick thing. Generate a random number.
I have a question.
Yeah,
That Java, the program itself, gives a random number. Like I
can-
mean, like which thing, you know?
I cannot hear you
Just
clearly.
checking.
Are you here?
Terminal.
Mm-hmm.
So Java program itself, it gives a random numbers, right? Like we
Yes.
human do, the machine.
Yeah. So we
Ah.
have some class like scanner. Scanner takes numbers from user. This random generates numbers using our computer. It uses the system to generate random number. So there is a method next int. It's used to generate int numbers. We have next double. Next double. If we do next double, guys, next, let me do this. Rent dot next double. 1 and 2. Do you know which number will be, what number will be generated? What number will be printed? 1 point number, right, with a decimal point. 1 point. All right. Now, all right. If we generate here a number, will this statement change this variable? If I do here rent dot next int from 100 to 200, what number will be printed? Will it print number from 1 to 10 or from 100 to 200?
100 to 200.
Do you think so? No. It just generates it. We never assigned it. We could do number equal, and then it will assign this value. So if we have this, it displays 9 numbers from 1 to 10. If we do now here assignment, now the number is between 100 and 200. So it just generates a number. Think there is a number. It's just a number. To make a change, you should store this number. How do we store? Just assign it. All right. So for you, a task, guys, generate a number between 1 and 15 displayed. Generate a number between -100 and -200 displayed. Generate a number between 5,000 and 10,000 and displayed. All right. So generate a number between 1 and 15. How many system out print lines you should create?
In one, you want to make in one program, yeah?
Yeah, it's just quick task, very quick task. 3 more system out print lines. Display this number, display this one, and display this one. Display 3 numbers. First number, second number, and then third number. Should you create 3 more variables? Do you need to create 3 variables? No, you don't need, because here there's no instruction to declare a variable or to store it. Have you done, guys? All right, guys. So let's finish it. It's such a really quick thing. First one, what number should we generate?
250.
From 1 to 15. Next number is from
-100 to -200.
So it's from -200 to -100, because -200 is smaller. That's why we put it on the left. And then from 5,000 to 10,000. This is it, guys. So this is it. And we never needed here, guys, variables. So just use object and generate a number and display the generated number. Generate number and display that number. All right. So
Like
next
minus 200 to 100.
to minus 200.
Yeah, why we start from minus 200?
Which one is greater, minus 200 or minus 100? Minus 100. So that's why we put it on the right. 1 and 15. Which one is greater? 15, right? So that's why we put it on the right. 5,000 and 10,000. 10,000 is greater. So that's why it's on the right. All right. So task number 1, guys. Task number 1. Task number 1. Create a class called task number 1. Create a class called task number 1. Next. Let's do this. Create a program that generates 10 random numbers in the given range from 1 to 100. Then display and display these random numbers. So how many random numbers should be generated? 10 random numbers. So in the output, it could be something like 1, then 53, 99, 12, 5, 33, 9, 76, 23. So how many lines of code will you have, guys? Not 9, not 10, guys. It's only about 3 or 4. I'm not sure, but it's 3 or 4. Because we can use a for loop. Use a for loop, guys. A for loop should be used.
Excuse me, can I ask question?
Mhm.
When I try to the example, the I is red and it says it cannot find resolve symbol I. What should I do in this case?
I don't know. Can you send me your code to Slack?
Okay.
Let me see. Have you done, guys? Yeah? All right. So you can send me your code here in the Slack, your error code, but let's create the code here.
Sorry,
it-
it should start from 1, right? Or not necessarily?
What?
So in the output, so it should always start from 1 or no?
No, no. It's just a random number.
Oh,
Could be
okay.
13. Yeah. So do we need a scanner for this one? Scanner? No. Random object should be there. Random, random, new random. Let's be quick, guys. Random, random. Okay, next. For loop. How many times we need to do the same thing?
10 times.
10
10.
times. Int I initialization from 1 to 10.
Yeah.
And then do I need to declare variables? New variables? No. Just generate that random number and display it. Next int, and the range is
From 1 to 100.
from 1 to 100. Yeah. So these are the numbers.
I think I found the mistake. Thank you.
Probably maybe you made it.
Yeah, int. Not I
This is
didn't
the,
put the int. Yeah.
Okay. So from 1 to 100. All right. So create this new class, guys. Create a new class, task 2. Create this class, task 2. And then task number 2. Task number 2. For this task, guys, create a program that takes from user an int number value. Do we need a scanner?
Yes.
We need a scanner. Yeah. Create a program that takes from user an int number value. Next, let's say generate, let me make it n, int n value. Generate n number of random values between 1 and 100. So how do you expect our program to run, guys?
Enter the number.
Enter number n, then I enter 5, or I enter 5, and it should display me
5.
5 random numbers.
Yes.
I enter n, and n is the number of random numbers.
will be random numbers, yeah. But it will be first time, yeah?
Not always, right? If you enter 10, it should display you 10 random numbers. Yeah. Have you done this, guys? Yeah?
Yes.
All right. So let's create, guys, a program together that generates 5 random numbers. We don't need a scanner. Let's create a program that generates 5 random numbers without using a scanner. Random object should be created. All right, next.
Declare a variable, right? Integer n, for example.
Or
We don't need variables. For loop. Create a program that generates 5 random numbers. For loop, next.
int I
Int
is
I,
equal to 1
One.
and I
5.
Yeah.
All right, next.
system out
Out. Rent.
and next int.
Random dot next int.
Yeah.
All right,
One.
here, whatever the range.
Mhm.
This one generates exactly 5 random numbers. What if I make it 10?
10 times.
It
10
will
times.
generate 10 random numbers. What if I make this 3? 3 random numbers are generated. Very good. But what if I do it this way? Int n equals 3, and I put here n. 3 times it is generated, right? What if I change it to 30? 30 times, all right. And what if, guys, we do here scanner, and we do here scanner.nextInt. How many times will it generate the random number?
It depends how many times we put,
I
I mean,
know,
what number.
n times, right?
10 times.
Mhm.
All right, so I put here 5. 5 times it's generated. So what we have added, guys, here to this program, we have just created this n scanner and here n. Everything as simple as you see here, guys. All right. Did it, guys, look totally different from the task 1? Or do they look similar, guys? Did we
Well,
add a lot of things? No, almost nothing. This scanner, a variable, and condition is changed. All right, so you have this codes by your hand, guys, here in your laptop. So you could just look there. And I have, guys, for you task 3. Task number 3. Create a program that takes from user int and value. Create a program that takes from user int and value. All right, next is this. Generate 10 random numbers between 1 and 11. display the sum, no, let's make it 5. Generate n random numbers. Display the sum of all random numbers. So it's, this one is also pretty same. Enter number n. Enter number n is 5. So it should ask me this. It should display me this. Random number 1 is 25, let's say. Here, 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 and here. Random number 2, random number 3, random number 4, and 5. 3, 6, 7, and 9. What's the sum of these all random numbers?
26.
26. Yeah. So you should create this. You know already how to do this, display these random numbers. Now it's time to add all these random numbers to some variable. You can send me your solution, guys, if you completed it. $841. All right. No, actually it's wrong. If you enter 5, it will display you.
Random number.
Oh, no, you mean where I'm not checking your. I don't see your code. You didn't send me, right? No. I only check the one sent as a direct message right now. So yeah, can you send it with like a direct message? Yeah, Canarbek. Okay, if you enter 5, it will display you 25. Okay, so here I see, yeah, your code is right. I don't know, if you enter 5, it will display 25, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's wrong, right?
yep, it is. Right, another thing, guys, make sure you submit this day 25 and day 27. Make sure you submit them. All right, so let's, guys, move to the solution for task 3. Do we need the scanner?
Yes.
Do we need a scanner? Yes, we need a scanner. All right, next, we need a random object. Okay, next, a prompt message. Enter number n, int n
Sum
equals scanner dot next int. If you would like, if you need to find the sum of something, then there should be,
in sum 0.
yep. And then we solved it using a for loop, but could we do it, guys, using a while loop?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, we could do it using a while loop also, but we'll do it with for loop. So the initialization is from
1
1 to
n.
n. Why is it from 1 to n? Yeah, why it is 1 here and here n? To run something n times.
One.
Yeah. And then next,
System out.
just a moment. Let me check somebody's code. That next thing. So Idana's code is wrong. Let me check Inj's code. Okay, it's good. Okay, it's good. Yeah. So let's do this, guys. So I know pretty much that you solved this one. Let me do this. System out print line random dot next int 1 to 11. What will this code do, guys? Can you answer it so that I understand it 100%, and it will be 100% exactly in the output when I
It
run.
will generate random numbers, and those random numbers will be executed like n times.
It generates 10 random numbers and displays those 10 random numbers, and then it displays sum, which is 0. Check. 10 random, if I enter 5 random numbers and 0. This is the sum. 5, and this is the sum. All right, next. Here, sum plus equal random dot next int. So here you should be careful, guys. Here, when I run this code, let me do this. Let me quickly do it this way. I enter 5. What's the sum, guys, for this 5 random numbers? So I entered 5. You
29.
received 16, 16, 22, 26,
29.
29. But okay, let's run it again. 5, 8 plus 9, 17, 20, 25, 33. But why the sum is 24? I run it again. Generate me 3 random numbers, 9, 2, 5. 11 plus 5, 16. But the sum is 18.
Bir bu patlaştı bründen bir küslaştı. At orada listin 11.
You can explain me.
I don't know.
I generate 2 random numbers. 6 plus 10 is 16, but it gives me 15. One time, guys, a long time ago, I also did this error. So it was like, I didn't know what's wrong.
1, 2. It takes from 1 plus like if
Yeah,
6 to plus 1, it's 7. 7.
no, the error is different. The error is different thing, the mistake. So let me run it again. I would like to generate only one random number. Okay, let me run it again. The random number is 3, but the sum is 1.
Give us 2 minutes, please.
Yeah.
Let's discuss that. What I think we made a mistake on this, on double or something else. Yeah? We for int. It takes like original font some is plus some. What if we miss the like space after plus? Guys, what do you think? This system out.
Yeah, can you remove
Yes.
system out line in for loop?
Yes?
Remove, yes.
Why? Let's remove it. I would like to 3. Now I see only the sum. I don't see those random numbers. 3, 10 plus 10, 20, 28, but the sum is 8.
Yes, we have 2 minutes to discuss it. We can discuss it in group, guys. Come on. Let's.
If you find it, guys, you won $1 million jackpot. You have 1 minute. I can run it, yeah, as many times. 3, 9 plus 8, it's already greater than 12.
You want to break this? You can break the calculation, but
I enter 5. 3 plus 7, 10, 19, 22, 25. Sum is 38.
like just let's see.
There must be some logic in those.
Yeah. But we
Online
I guess
students.
we made a mistake. Can you next in?
This sound was equal random next in,
Uh-huh.
and then last system out. The sum is random,
Uh-huh.
and we have a sum from the first for loop. I cannot.
You are welcome. You can use your.
One second. The second sum is random.
You already lost $1 million. Okay, guys. So
No, 1 minute. 1 minute.
The one it's
Guys, let's discuss.
one in each
No.
number, no?
Any ideas? Let's go, guys.
Maybe didn't.
I guess we-
Sum in random next line. Or put number, just n.
so look, what does
We made a mistake.
what does it do? Random dot next int 111. What does it do?
It takes random numbers from 1 to
It gives you some random number, right? It gives you some random number. So it displays as one random number, but adds to the sum another random number. Yeah. So we see one random number, but different random number is added to the sum.
So we should declare it then.
Yeah, we should store it here like random number. You can display this random number and then add it to the sum. So now 3 and then 4 plus 5 plus 2, 11. So you need it to be just considerate, right? You need it to read everything, every line of code carefully. It was generating one random number, but showing you another random number. Two different. Yeah, 4 plus 5, 9, plus 2, 11. Three is the number of random numbers to be generated. If we enter 5, it will generate 5 random numbers. All right. So also, you know, guys, yeah, that there was a message in the WhatsApp group, schedule is changed, yeah? So the Saturday soft skills moved to tomorrow, to 6, okay. We have more things to practice, guys. Okay, so yeah, this one was just, you needed to read every line carefully and a little bit more of logic. All right. So your home assignments will be something like generate 10 random numbers, or let me make it 5. Give me 5 random numbers, guys. 7,
23.
23, 98, and 1. All right. What's the sum of even random numbers?
28, 98.
99. Boy, 98.
98. 98. And then the sum of odd numbers? 34. So you should display in the output 98 like sum of evens, 34 sum of odds, something like this. Generate, for example, 5 random numbers, or let's say take from user 3 inputs. 3 inputs. So what does it mean? It means, yeah, 3, most likely 3 integers, 3 numbers from console. Okay, and then I enter number n, which is 5, then enter lower range, which is, let's say, 1, enter upper range, which is 34, and it will do this. It will generate 5 random numbers between 1 and 34. So it is 31, 5, 9, 26, but not 99, not 38, because this is the upper range, this is the lower range. It cannot be 0. And let's say 11. So 5 random numbers. So take 3 numbers. So home assignments will be similar to this one. Yeah. So next class we practice more, guys. We need to practice for loop more. So this is it for today.
Thank you.
Yep. See you.